The sweet potatoes have been peeled, and now you're just cutting this. And we're going to put them in olive oil, take these ends off, and you can peel them more if you want to. And we're going to do garlic butter, olive oil, a little salt, pepper, and you bake them in the oven at 400 till soft and tender. So you can see we have our sweet potatoes, and what we're going to do is use some salt. This is Peruvian salt all around here. Not too much, but enough to bring out the sweet. I'll just rub it in certain areas. So potatoes in this. If you do too much, it's not good, so too salty. Good deal. Now we're going to make blue cheese crumbled steak. This is shallot. We're going to chop this, mix it with some of this after we saute the shallot with butter. So let's go. So just move it across. This is quite a giant shallot. This is from the natural grocer. We won't be using all of this, just a little bit, so I'll let you know when we start to get chopping. I've chopped some of the shallot right here. I'm just going to go a little bit more. We don't need too much more. You don't want to get your fingers. And this is a Cutco knife. Our little nephew, he's not little, but he's in college now, but he was selling them for a while, so we helped to support him by buying a couple of these Cutco knives, and I gotta tell you, they are sharp, and they're definitely worth the price, and they have a lifetime warranty. This is not sponsored, I'm just letting you know. Good stuff. There you go. You can see the thinly sliced shallots. We're ready to put those in a pan with butter. Here we're going to cook the shallots till they're caramelized. First we got to get it on high, melt the butter. And add a little pepper. And add just a little salt. And this should start to melt down. You can see it there. As you can see here, the butter has melted. Starting to get a little translucent, so we're going to let this go for another 10 minutes so that the onions caramelize. Get this last piece of butter off of there. And get that little sizzling. We're going to turn down the heat to low medium. And be sure to watch this and stir it so it doesn't burn. Okay, so now that these have caramelized down a bit, we're going to add some balsamic vinegar. Just about a tablespoon. You can see that this is, if you can see it, the organic balsamic vinegar is what we're using today. And we just want to scrape up any last bits on the bottom of the pan. Let this simmer for about 2 minutes. And then we'll move on to adding our blue cheese in a bowl mixture for our steak topping. Okay, now I just want you to get a good look at this. Hopefully there's not too much of a shadow, but balsamic vinegar has evaporated for the most part. And you're gonna take this right here and pull it off the heat now. It is ready to go. To this we've added panko crumbs. We're gonna add some blue cheese. This is about how much I added, you can see. And the reason for this is because we are just doing this one steak, this size. Well, not this, just this other one too. So we're doing, let me move this out of the way. We're doing these 2 steaks. These are some ribeyes. And I'm just gonna put a crust on a little bit of the top. Not the whole thing, we don't wanna smother it today. Just for the flavor, just a nice flavor. And to that, remember, we're going to add our shallots. And so there's our mixture. This is panko, blue cheese, and the caramelized shallots. Good. We are ready to take a look at our sweet potatoes. So these, we are going to flip these, looking good. To this, we're going to add just a little bit of olive oil, just like that. And you can add some herbs. Fresh herbs are always nice. Alright, so to this I've just added some parsley, thyme, and this recipe can be found on Pinterest. I will try to link it below. I did dry herbs, but fresh herbs are always really nice. And we added just like a teaspoon of olive oil. We've got the blue cheese, caramelized shallots, and we've got to get cooking on our steaks. Okay, so you're going to use a cast iron skillet, and you want to be sure to season your pan. We're actually going to cook the steaks with butter. We want a nice seasoned pan. With that nice sizzle, I'm just going to put these in the butter. we're going to cook these until we start seeing the blood come up to the top, and then we will flip them. I had to get the vent turned on, so that's what you're going to hear. Let's see. We're not going to cook those too much. Unless you just take this off, because you're going to cook the rest of it in the oven. We're going to pack each steak with a blue cheese mixture. We're going to just push it down into it like this. This one got to come off. Hang on. See it fall off. We want this nice and gooey here. The mixture on the steak. Okay. Now we are going to put these in the oven. Our steaks out of the oven, and here's the steaks, what they look like. We could probably go a little bit longer, but we'll see. I'm going to take our pan out of the oven. These are the sweet potatoes, and I threw a couple of rolls in there. They're hot, ready to go. And then with the steaks, you could always do a side salad, but this is plenty for now. I'll probably only have half a steak, so